So if you look back there, you'll see we actually have a first aid sign. That's it, we're a legit business now, you know, we've made it, we're in the big leagues. G'day boys and girls, Dom here. So the reason we're here is we're going to talk about the Gen 2 Surgeons. Now the previous batch is now completely sold out, so we did 140 of these at the start of the year. They're all completely gone. Every single one of them is gone just about, except for 2 guys who need to get back to me with addresses and other details like that. But they're all gone, there's no more available. And we've started another batch. So the next batch of Gen 2 Surgeons is up and away. There's 140 blanks right over, sorry, 165 blanks right over there, all water jet cut, and I'm actually starting to surface grind them down. Every single one of those things is going to be surface grind in one of the machines behind me in the grinding room. So that's going to be my work for this week, getting those things ready to go off to CNC manufacturing. So yeah, if you grab one of the Gen 2 Surgeons from the previous batch, thank you very much. The next batch is coming in October if you want to get a surgeon. In the previous batch, I had a couple guys asking me about paracord options. Now, if you want a paracord wrap, that is great. These knives are designed so that you can have a whole bunch of different paracord wrapping options on there. They've got this big cutter in the handle that not only reduces weight, not only gives you extra grip, but it gives you a place there to do some sort of paracord wrap and sort of personalize that knife to be yours. Now, if you want a paracord wrap, I will do it for you if that's what you want to do. I do obviously charge for it. And at the end of the day, I'd much rather you do it. It is less money for me, but I love the fact that guys are going out there, they're wrapping their own tools, giggity, and they're sort of taking ownership of their own knife and they're making their own knife theirs. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and if you want to go home and do it yourself, that's all okay by me. Now, first off, this is the most basic ass paracord wrapping you will see. This is something a lot of guys do on their SE, whatever it is, and all sorts of skeletonized handles. Nothing special about it, but it looks cool, and I want to show you how I do it. So obviously the first thing you're going to need is some paracord. Grab yourself an amount, and what you want to do is you want to actually pull out the guts of the paracord. This means the cord lays a lot flatter, and it just makes it a better looking wrap. So obviously, as well as cord, you're going to need a surgeon. So first thing you want to do is you want to put that knife away, because while it would be hilarious if you cut the crap out of yourself, it's not good, and I don't really want to do that to you. So cover over that blade and protect yourself against that. So I'm just going to use a small piece of cord right now so you can see what I'm doing. It makes it a little bit easier for me to demonstrate. You want to find the center of that bit of cord. So you just kind of pull those two ends to each other and pull down, and you find the center. Now you want to put your finger on the back of there and just kind of hold the cord in place. Now it's easier if you do hold it like this, so you have room here to work. Now what you want to do is you want to grab one side, you want to fold it over. Now if I hold it over here, you can see it's been folded over, and you want to pull through to the other side. Now you want to hold it tight. Somehow you do a bit of finger acrobatics for that, and then you want to do the same thing to the other side. Then you want to do this to this side again, pull the whole way through, pull it tight, finger acrobatics again, go all the way through, pull it tight. Now I hope that was all in frame. It's kind of hard to talk and organize yourself at the same time, but hey, hopefully it comes out looking good. Now you can leave this bit on there if you want, or you can chop it off. It's just paracord. So we're going to try this again with the a voiceover, because I feel like I'm a super professional videographer man. Now obviously I'm going to show you another surgeon. This isn't sharpened, but you know, it's a surgeon, so it'll do the same trick. Now I've chopped off the back on this one as well, just to make it easier for you to see. Now first thing you want to do is you want to light those ends. Now you got to be careful when you do this that you don't burn the absolute crap out of your fingers, because obviously this isn't great. So I'm just heating it up a little bit, licking my fingers, and then sort of molding them into a tip. That means they're all easy to thread and just make it a lot easier for you to tie the wrap down the road. Now obviously if you don't do this right, you're going to burn your finger. Yeah, it's just part of doing it. I don't recommend doing this if you've got soft hands, but you know, that's how I do it. So you can see nicely formed little paracord ends. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the center again, like I just showed you. You know, here I'm showing you. As you can see, I probably should have washed my hands before you do that. But you know, I'm a working man, and that's just how my fingers look all the time. So threading it through, as you can see, I'm doing a great job threading it through right now and not twisting it at all. Showing you what wrap we're starting from, and then you want to do that again on the other side. Threading it through and then pulling it tight. Now the first wrap's the most important. That's sort of your basis, so you absolutely want that first wrap to be tight as possible. And then from here, it's just repetitive. You just want to keep on doing it again and again and again. Now, if you stuff up, it's not a huge deal. You can just back up a little bit and then redo the previous stitch. As long as the tension doesn't go out of the whole wrap, you're completely fine. If the tension does come out of the whole wrap, all you got to do is basically undo it, start over again. It doesn't take that long, maybe 5 minutes to a wrapped handle, so it's not the end of the world if you do stuff up. And paracord's cheap, and it's not like you need to throw it away every time you stuff up your wrap. So you're just going to keep on doing that the whole way through, all the way down until it's good for the next part. And then when you come to the end, you want to do the final few stitches. It's up to you how far you want to take this. Typically, I will take this down as far as I possibly can to the end of the handle, just so you have the maximum amount of grip as possible. And you can see now that the cord's actually gutted, it lays really nice and flat. It doesn't have that bulbous look that you typically have with uncutted cord. Now, obviously, this is personal preference. It's not as useful again in a survival situation. I'm not too fussed about the usability of my little neck knives for survival situations, but obviously that's on you and what you want to do. So just pull the final part through, and I'm just going to do the other side as well. Trying to keep it in frame would have been great. Come on. Come on. This is why I don't chew your fingernails, kids. And there we go, pulling it through. Now what you're going to see is, I'm going to pull it through, make sure it's all nice and tight, and then you want to do a quick little knot to hold it all down. Now it's important to use a lot of strength, so really put your back into it and get as much strength from there as possible. Trust me, if it's a real 550 cord, you're not going to break it, even though you've gutted it. And then you want to kind of do another knot, at least that's personal preference. If you want, you can just trim it all the way down and just melt the cord, but in this case, I'm just going to tie a little bit of extra cord there to help you get it out of the sheath. Pull it nice and tight. And there we go. Here I'm just checking to make sure it's all nice and even. And now we're going to pull out the OG surgeon. So this will be the first surgeon of the previous batch from 2019, I believe. My own personal surgeon, so it's all kinds of messed up, but still rocking and rolling with no issues. And I just want to burn the ends just so the cord doesn't fray up. Now, a quick little tip as far as paracord goes. It's all very fuzzy sometimes, and so what you want to do is you just want to hit it with a lighter real quick. If you've got a butane torch, that works too. Just sort of melt the little fuzzy bits off it and make it feel a little bit, just get rid of the fuzzy bits essentially. And here I'm just showing off surgeons with my new camera because I love my new camera. So yeah, real quick tutorial, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty basic handle. Obviously I didn't invent this. This is the most stock standard wrap you possibly could do. So yeah, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.